For great deals on Ultimate Team coins, check out FIFA Coins Online. You're right guys, it's Capcom Tom here, and today I'm going to be doing a squad builder. Now, I'm going to do this squad builder backwards, because usually what I do with a squad builder is start off by deciding which strikers and attacking players I want in my team, because when you usually build a team you think, ooh, who's going to get me the goals, and all of that basically. Now, why don't we ever build it from the back forwards and think which defensive players would I really like in my team and then build it around those players? So I decided that I would make it more of a challenge for myself to build the ultimate team around the defence. Now, I didn't think of any way that the players would link or anything like that. I just thought, which four defensive players would I want in my team? Now, I decided to build a 4-2-3-1 just randomly. I just decided. It actually makes it more difficult because you don't get any links going into the left. You get 3 links going into the left back and the right back rather than the 2 that you'd usually get, because you usually get 1 from the centre back and 1 from a left mid. But in this formation, you get 3. So it makes it a bit more difficult and a bit more interesting. So if someone said, who would you want in left back? Any left back on the game or in real life, who would it be? Now, I would go for Ashley Cole. He is an absolutely fantastic player. As you will soon see, he comes up in a minute. There you go. 80 pace, really nice player. 80 passing, 79 dribbling, 81 defending and 71 heading. As good going forward as he is defending, so a really, really top-notch left back there. Now, at right back, I went for this guy, mainly because he is an absolute tank. I went and got his inform version as well, and that is Pizcheck. He's got 87 pace. He's very strong, as I said, and he's very, very defensive. I mean, he's got 82 passing and 83 defending, as well as 76 dribbling and 77 heading, so really good all-round back, right back. You can see that he actually cost me 107,000 coins, so quite a lot of coins there. And you can see that Ashley Cole is actually the first owner. I got him when EA refunded me, so he was basically like I got him out of a pack, but he would go for around about the 5-6k mark, I think. I haven't actually checked, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. Now, in the other 2 centre-back positions, I decided to go for Thiago Silva. Now, he was always going to be one of the 2 centre-backs I chose. If I could choose any centre-backs I wanted on the game, it would be Thiago Silva, because he is a really fantastic player. He has 82 pace, he's 87 rated overall, 78 passing, 72 dribbling, 88 defending and 82 heading, so a really, really strong player there. You can see that he cost 140,000 coins, so not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. And these 2 players do actually cost about 50% of the entire team, so when the final amount of coins goes up for how much this coin or team actually costs, you understand where all the coins have gone. Now, the other player that I would use was actually a fellow league player of Thiago Silva last season, so you put him in a lot of teams together and they were very, very strong together, and that is Chiellini. Obviously, they both played in Serie A last season, and Chiellini is a fantastic player. 80 pace, 86 defending and 84 heading, so 2 very, very strong centre-backs, and the 2 wing-backs are very good as well. So now you can see the sort of dilemma I have for building this team, because none of the defensive players actually link to each other, which makes it a very, very tricky thing to get them all onto full chemistry. So we're going to struggle, and I'm actually going to set a little challenge for you guys at the end to go away and see if we can improve on my team or completely rearrange the defenders or whatever, to get a better sort of chemistry, better team in general. And generally the only rule is that you have to keep the same formation and the same back 4. So in goal, there is luckily a player that links to both Thiago Silva and Chiellini, and that is Sirigu. Obviously, he plays for PSG and is Italian, so that is quite fortunate that we can manage to link the 2 centre-backs together really well. Now, a lot of you will be asking me, where is Ramos? I decided against Ramos. I just think that sometimes he's a little bit too attacking-minded. I know that Thiago Silva is quite attacking-minded as well, but I just feel that he is just over the top. Obviously, he used to be a right back, so on previous FIFAs, so he is very, very much attacking minded, and I decided that these 2 would just do a better job overall. So now we've got links going into Thiago Silva and to Chiellini. Now, the only other rule that I'm going to set with this challenge is that you're not allowed to move Lewandowski to centre attacking mid to get Pizcheck onto full chemistry, because I don't think it's right to move a striker 2 positions to get him as a cam. I just don't think it's a very good thing, because for a cam you need slightly better passing and maybe dribbling, whereas a striker will have a lot more pace and shooting in comparison. So no Lewandowski at centre attacking mid for this team or this challenge that I'm setting you. Now, we are in a bit of a predicament. We obviously can't get Piszczek onto full chemistry in one move because Blazikowski is the only other person that could get Piszczek onto full chemistry with one link, and we're not going to be able to use him because he's not a centre attacking mid, he's actually right mid, so he won't be getting full chemistry. So that means we are going to have to get a link into Piszczek from the CDM position. Thiago Silva also needs some more chemistry because he's not on full chemistry either. So the only way I could think of doing that is to get a Bundesliga player that is a Brazilian, and that came in the form of Luis Gustavo. So quite an interesting player there. I think he's one of the best CDMs on the game. He has 75 pace, 83 defending, 76 heading. He's just very, very good in general. Now, that actually opens up the doors a bit. We can now play a teammate of Piszczek in the centre attacking mid position. The one I went for is quite obviously going to be Götze, or Götze, however you want to pronounce his name. He is a really, really good player, and I would highly recommend him. For those of you who are going to be asking, you can see that Chiellini cost me 21,500 if I didn't tell you already. There you go, Luis Gustavo, only 600 coins, and Götze 2,800. Now, we're going to need a very strong link going into Chiellini, and there's only one real player that I can think, or maybe two players that I could play in CDM that will get him a strong link, and that will mean that basically that Ashley Cole will not actually be getting full chemistry unless we get a very, very strong link. So team nationality linked to Ashley Cole, and there is only one player that you can only do that from Chelsea, and that is Fat Frank, or Frank Lampard as most of you will know him as. There you go, he goes into the team. So we have Ashley Cole on full chemistry. Fortunately, we don't need to get any more links into Frank Lampard. He is now on full chemistry, so we can completely forget about that side of the pitch, which is a blessing, because otherwise there is absolutely no way that this team would work. Now, the player I was talking about to get a link with Chiellini is Marquisio. He is actually a fantastic player. I mean, he has 76 defending and 80 pace. So the other player that I would have played there is Pirlo, and I didn't really want to use him because he's just a bit slower and not as defensive minded. So there you go. He cost me 1,100 coins, and Frank Lampard cost me 1,400. So not very many coins between those two players. Now, this is where the team was the most difficult to get together and basically work. Now, there was only one way that I could think of to get this team actually to work, and that was to play a centre forward who is both Brazilian, plays in Serie A, and then he can link to a German striker in Serie A, and fortunately there is one. So basically what I had to do, as you can see here, is I had to put Hernandez in the centre forward position, and to make sure that our striker got full chemistry, it was to put this guy into the team, and you'll all know who it is closer, the old veteran German player Lazio. So fortunately those two get a strong link to each other, which is great because he has two dead links and he needs it. Götze also needs a German link because he's not getting full chemistry because he has a dead link. So there you go, guys, that's how the team builds up. Obviously, if you want to enter this little contest or show me the best way that you could build this sort of team with the same defense but other players completely varied, it's just send it to me on Twitter. Just screen cap a Futhead or send me a Futhead link or a Futwiz link, whatever you want to send me, and I will have a look, and basically I will give you a little bit of feedback on how I think you did. So guys, there are a few goals coming up. I tried to score as many with the defenders as possible, but obviously they are defenders, so they didn't afford that much, but there is a couple from them. So I hope you enjoy the goals. Please drop this video a like because I put a lot of effort into building this team, and I will see you all next time.